Oh, it is a cold one. Very, very cold. 3:30 in the morning. The Babe family is heading back to California to tie up some loose ends and finish up packing, and then coming back in December. But I'll be here. Nugget will be here. Turbo will be here. It is cold. This cold front they were talking about coming in, it got here. It is very, very cold. It is probably in the 30s right now. Just checking in with you. We've got a few things to talk about this morning. So at the airport this morning, and I was just reading the news on CNBC, FFA prohibits most private jets at 12 major airports amid shutdowns, air traffic staffing problems. So it continues. Maybe today they will open the government back up, but right now seems like things are functioning at this airport. But we will see. Maybe we will get some good news today. It hasn't really changed my life that much, but I know for people traveling for the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, it would be a good thing to open the government up so that the air traffic can get moving again, because it's been a huge problem now. It's becoming a really big problem, but I'm going to jump back in here because it is freezing outside. Bear with me. But yeah, it is really, really becoming a problem. But what are your thoughts? By the time this video airs, we may have a deal. We shall see. But I think it would be probably good for both sides to finally come to an agreement and get this over with. But I also think that there's a lot of waste in the government. I think a lot of these jobs have been non-essential, and a lot of them do have to go. And I'm sorry for the people that work for the government. The government was never intended to be the biggest employer in the nation, and why should taxpayers be paying for non-essential jobs? That doesn't mean that all government jobs are non-essential. Of course, we need a lot of these people, a lot of these jobs for the country to function, but we also need a lot of these jobs to go because they're non-essential and they do nothing. In fact, they make the whole system function worse, because it's just a lot of added fat that the taxpayers are paying for, and it slows everything down. So it's easy to make up jobs and give people jobs and make everything look good, but the price that we're paying for this is absolutely ridiculous. But let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. So as I'm sitting here at the airport, just dropped everybody off, getting ready to head back. Just a quick update. It's very early. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Gold is up 85, actually over $85 right now as I make this video. Silver is up $1.63. What in the world is going on? We have gold now nearly $4,100 an ounce. Silver just broke $50 an ounce again, and you have the 10-year bond yield creeping back up, I think around 4.13%. So something definitely going on. I cannot stress enough the importance of owning real assets. The government shutdown, look, it could be a few days. This could be on the desk of the president. He signs it, everything's back to normal, but it's never going to be back to normal. The chaos continues. This country, this economy is breaking apart. We're breaking apart economically, we're breaking apart socially, and gold is recognizing that there is something very, very wrong. And I think it's more than just one thing. It is multiple things. But here we go again with these gold prices. Now we're over $86 up on gold this morning. And again, when you watch this video, who knows, it could be down $80. This is just how crazy things are. But with everything that's taking place, the uncertainty, the debt, the inflation, this stuff only has one way to go, in my opinion, and it is up. So pay attention to it. You need to be protecting yourself. You need to be protecting your wealth. And the way I'm doing it is through gold and silver, and I've been doing that since My family's been doing that since 2013. So it's done. It's been a good decision. I'll put it that way. But make sure you're protecting yourself. Comment down below on any of this. I'm just trying to catch up on some of the news this morning. It's very, very early. But what is going on? Why are we seeing gold and silver absolutely exploding this morning? Comment down below. Let me know. So I will be doing an afternoon video, but I just wanted to, while I was up this morning, I just wanted to check in with everybody. Really quick, give me your opinion on these $2,000 checks that the U.S. citizens could be getting. I think it's absolutely insane. I think it's one of the worst things we could be doing right now. Why are we not paying down the debt? If things were so good, why is the administration now wanting to give everybody $2,000? I mean, we are just repeating the same mistakes and we will get the same outcome, more inflation. Pay down the debt. That's one of the best things they could do for the United States and its citizens is pay down the debt. Giving people money to fire up the economy is just putting a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. I think it's a horrible, horrible mistake if they do this, and they're talking about doing it with, and we're hearing 50-year mortgages. What is going on? This is just a warning that just things are this bad, that the housing market is this bad, that they are now flirting with the idea of 50-year mortgages. Think about what you would actually be paying for a house if you were financing a house for an additional 20 years. Now, this would be, to me, absolutely catastrophic, but it is a sign of just how broken things are, and the desperation, what they will do to get the housing market fired up, to get the economy fired up, more free money, 50-year mortgages. They'll be financing cars for 10 years, 12 years. People don't look at the price. They're looking at the monthly payment, as they do with their cars, their boats, and their houses. And if they can slip this by people, they will do it. And unfortunately, people will probably jump at the idea because they just want to own a house so bad that they will go into debt even deeper for 50 years. Think about what could happen in 50 years, the risk that banks are taking on. So this would have to be backed by the government somehow in order to do this. And they would have to get mortgage rates low enough to do this over 50 years. It's absolute pure insanity, ladies and gentlemen. But it is a telltale sign of just how broken the U.S. economy is, because you would not be flirting with ideas like this. 50-year mortgages, $2,000 checks to most citizens. I just don't get it. Get out of the system. Get self-reliant. Don't depend on the government to send you money. This is just a temporary buzz to get the economy fired up, and it will just flatline, right after the money gets spent, just like it always does. And then we're stuck with more inflation. Be very, very careful. Will I take my check and cash it? Absolutely. I'm going to go right to SD Bullion and buy gold. That's what I would do with it if they sent me money tomorrow. It's going right to SD Bullion, and I'm buying gold. And I advise that if you get some free money or you have some money, that you go to SD Bullion, you get yourself some gold or silver, you put it away, you don't think about it. It will never be worth zero. That is a promise. That is a guarantee. It will never be worth zero. It will go up. It will go down. You put it away. Pray to God you never have to use it. Don't think about it. Just put it away. That's how I did it, and I still don't think about it, but I know I have it. This is going to get absolutely gnarly, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is so out of control, this economy, and what we're watching take place with the society here in the United States. It is literally like barbaric how people now act in public, the crimes they're committing, the disrespect for law, the police, citizens, everything, the lawlessness that is taking place. Be very, very careful out there. Be careful with your money. They're trying to get it one way or another. Inflation's going to steal it, or the banks are going to steal it. So be very, very careful. Pay attention to what's going on, because if you do not pay attention, if you are not paying attention, you will lose everything you have. They got people, this bread and circuses, watching football games and baseball games and basketball games while your money keeps disappearing. You go to the store, you buy less and less. Savings accounts keep shrinking and shrinking. Your standard of living is shrinking inch by inch. And this has been going on for many, many years. And now people are beginning to realize that something's wrong, but it took them years. But many are still watching the baseball games, the basketball games, the football games, just in denial, living in their little bubbles. This is what they want because it's easy to steal from people who aren't paying attention. And they're going to steal from a lot of people, and they have been. They're going to get the pensions. They're going to get the bank accounts. They're going to get everything. And you're basically looking at a two-tier system. The people that got it, the people that don't. There's going to be a lot more people that don't got it. Be careful out there. See you this afternoon.